What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel where we talk all things Marvel and the MCU, movies, reviews, this, that, and the other. Where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, like I said, do reactions like this. Shout out to New Rock Stars. Shout out to Eric Voss. I love their videos. This is my first reaction to them. You know, I see Chthon confirmed and Darkhold clues in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer. In the comment. I mean, not the comment, but the title. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to react to this because, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit about this real quick before we get into the reaction. Don't you guys think there's another villain besides Wanda in this movie? I get it. Scarlet Witch is the main villain in this movie, right? But don't you think there's a puppet master behind all this? I mean, let's just sit here and think about that. Let's be honest. You know, I really don't see that many people talking about it. I know we're excited to see, you know, the Scarlet Witch to be the villain, right? But what comes to mind is Nightmare. Dare I say Mephisto, Dormammu, Chthon. I mean, there could be a lot of people pulling the strings and we don't even see it. So, I mean, of course, the Darkhold has to do with a lot of it, right? That's all I gotta say. Just think about that while we're doing this reaction. I'm just saying. I don't know it all. You know, I just know a little bit. You know, I just look stuff. I research stuff on the internet sometimes. It's just, you know, I'm not really a comic person, but I'm like, you know, I connect A to B, and I'm like, you know, I'm just saying. Let's just get into reaction. Shout out to New Rock Stars. Y'all go sub to them. Eric Voss, wonderful. Absolutely.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has revealed major clues and promo footage in high-quality versions of the official poster. The lurking demon Chthon, the original author of the Darkhold, the artifact that now seems to be the key to Wanda Maximoff's role in this film, and this film's final battle on what we think is Wundagore Mountain. All of these details that we thought were just forgotten loose ends from WandaVision, but now upon rewatch are critical to the biggest crossover event in MCU history. So I'm gonna connect all these dots, well, actually reconnect them, because turns out I was right to be so goddamn obsessed with that animal head in Agatha's basement. So the official poster for this film, filled with hidden sightings of possible cameos. One additional sighting that we overlooked until a high-res version
and
of
I saw
poster
this
came
too.
out
I'm like,
recently.
you know,
A broken piece of glass right in the middle is
I was
this
looking at that
fanged
myself. I was
monster
just
with a
sitting there
mouth
thinking,
and
like,
eyes and flesh, matching the appearance of Chthon from the Marvel Comics. Chthon! And don't at me if you pronounce it Chthon or Chonathan or Chthon Jacobs Euphoria Psycho. This is a fictional name written on the pages of comics based on Lovecraftian demonic names with way too few vowels, whose real pronunciations would actually cause your brain to explode if you heard them. So let's just stick with Chthon. Thanks. Chthon is known as the original author of the Darkhold and the demon who originally cursed Wanda Maximoff with her witchcraft powers when she was born. And the fact that he shows up on this poster is no coincidence, considering all the new clues that we are uncovering from trailer footage pointing to the Darkhold, Wanda's MCU origin, and the witchcraft elements from WandaVision. The TV spot and online trailers show different moments of Wanda and America Chavez in this mysterious temple. The back wall resembles the page in the Darkhold that depicted the Scarlet Witch. A top circle with outward pointed triangles in a sunburst pattern, wavy lines laid over that circle from the Scarlet Witch's hair, and below other circles inlaid with sharp geometric angles.
Crazy.
America leaps off an altar engraved with a horned animal head, like the animal head on the wall of Agatha's dungeon. Looks like a ram. You may remember how I interpreted it as the satanic symbol of Baphomet, but this curved horned animal is important because it also shows up on the cover of the Darkhold. Two animal heads, long horns curved around, as above, so below. Chthon is often depicted with huge curved horns protruding from his head, just like this.
Tell me I'm
Therefore,
crazy.
this location is 100% connected to the Darkhold, likely the place it was written, which in Marvel lore is a chamber on Wundagore Mountain. Other shots in the online trailer and the TV spot show this blizzardy mountainous location with a shadowy structure on a nearby peak. I think that is the exterior of this temple, the chamber known as the Darkhold, which gave the spellbook its name. In the comics, Wundagore Mountain was where in ancient times, Chthon, who was the eldest dark sorcerer on Earth, inscribed all of his arcane knowledge on scrolls made from indestructible parchment, and then he left to another realm known as the Flickering Realms, or Calais. Then, over the centuries, any human who came across the parchment gave up their souls for its power and eventually bound it together into a single volume book, calling it the Darkhold. Meanwhile, Chthon, now a demonic spiritual presence, remained dormant in Wundagore Mountain, leading to the modern era, in which the high evolutionary Herbert Wyndham, a geneticist villain highly expected to appear in Guardians Volume 3, maybe Chukwudi Iwuji's character, used Wundagore Mountain as the home for his lab where he bred human-animal hybrids called the New Men, and it was here where a woman named Magda gave birth to twins Wanda and Pietro Maximoff, and the spirit of Chthon imbued his chaos magic into the infant Wanda. So while Wanda Maximoff has always been considered a Marvel mutant, this curse from Chthon has always been considered the origin of her sorcery. Now, the reason these videos are so detailed, folks, is that I really just spend all my time consuming content, but the problem is a lot of these streaming platforms don't always have access to 100% of the content that I know that they have, which is why I always boot up my streaming platforms with ExpressVPN, because using Netflix without ExpressVPN is like going to a restaurant and only being allowed to eat food on the left side of your plate. That's a lot of good food on that right side that you're missing out on. Netflix has thousands of shows and films that you can't access based on your location. Without ExpressVPN, you are missing out. So thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. ExpressVPN lets you change your online location so that you can access all the shows you want, get access to all that blocked content, open yourself up to whole new libraries of content without having to pay for a new streaming service. Just this week, I used it to watch the Studio Ghibli films. I just switched my location to the UK, refreshed the page, and I could watch Studio Ghibli films for free. Our European friends can do the reverse and enjoy all of our US only content. I just like how easy ExpressVPN is to use, no confusion, no wasted time, and the whole thing runs fast. You just fire up the app and connect with just one click. It is the top rated VPN provider, rated #1 by TechRadar. So find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/newrockstars or clicking the link in the description below. Now, the WandaVision series hinted at this backstory several times. In the episode 8 flashback, Wanda stopped the Stark warhead from exploding using low-level magic that she already had years before her Infinity Stone exposure.
Did you stop that bomb? What? Used a probability hex.
And when Agatha read the Scarlet Witch prophecy from the Darkhold, it explicitly mentioned that the Scarlet Witch was not born naturally, but an intentional post-birth curse.
The Scarlet Witch is not born, she is forged.
She has no coven, no need for incantation. Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Y'all
Your
think Strange has a
destiny to
chance.
destroy the world.
And the episode 2 opening credits included the weird Easter egg of Bova milk. Bova is the name of the human cow hybrid on Wundagore Mountain who helped nurse Wanda and Pietro as infants. So all of this is not just random stuff from the comics, folks. These are major details from Wanda's origin that both WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness are adapting into the live-action MCU to explain Wanda's present condition and the threats she and Doctor Strange now face in this film. It looks like Chthon is going to be revealed as the original source of Wanda's chaos magic, but in the MCU, her powers have expanded far beyond what Chthon likely intended, because in addition to her mutant status, in the MCU continuity, she became a test subject for Hydra for Infinity Stone experimentation. Her exposure to the Mind Stone was the moment her sorcery amplified, so that only then she witnessed a vision of her Scarlet Witch future. So it was really Chthon's curse plus her mutant gene plus cosmic radiation from an Infinity Stone that resulted in her becoming a Nexus being, one that can use the Darkhold to do what other dark sorcerers who bore it in the past could not, to split herself into at least 2 equally conscious projected Schrodinger selves and navigate alternate universes within the multiverse. That perfect storm of influences is what makes Wanda unique, why the Illuminati fears her so much, and why Chthon has now returned to reclaim his host. Perhaps even the voices of her children that Wanda thought she heard was actually the voice of Chthon making his first move. And now here in the second Doctor Strange film, as the actions of Stephen Strange cause reality to melt into dark matter, feeding on that madness might be Chthon from the Flickering Realms, and now his well-fed minions are spilling out of that dimensional dam. So back in WandaVision, yeah, it was Agatha all along in Westview, but based on her worship of that ram head, she was likely one of those many sorcerers over the ages who gave up her soul for the Darkhold's power. That is what her fingers fading to black is all about. It's a connection to Chthon and the dark beings from his realm. And now that connection is carried by Wanda. And we can already see in trailer footage how those stains start at just her fingertips, but then work their way down her body. Chthon is back in control of his host, and Multiverse of Madness will show us how that curse will have a lasting impact on the multiverse and on Wanda's fellow mutants. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EABoss. Follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yo. Great video, New Rockstars. Shout out to them. Eric does a wonderful job. They do a wonderful job at New Rockstars, man. Wonderful video. I mean, I'm just saying. I get it. I'm a Wanda apologist, a Scarlet Witch apologist, but you know, I just really feel there's a puppet master, man. I just feel it in my bones. I get it. She's the main villain of this movie. I've come to accept it. But it is what it is. You know, we're going to see her villain arc for a little bit, and I'm here for it. I just hope they do not kill her off. That's the one thing I hope does not happen, because we need her for Agatha House of Harkness. And, you know, I'm one of those people that want her to get a solo movie. Yeah, I said it. I want her to get her a solo. I want her to get a solo movie. Well, you know, Elizabeth Olsen, she does a great job. I don't know if she wants it. It all depends if she wants it and Feige wants it. I would love to see it, personally. I feel like it'd make a lot of money. That's just me, though. You know, I could be crazy. I could be just talking out of the side of my neck. But who knows? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, as long as you have. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you're new, be sure to share this channel out to 3 people you know. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. And of course, like I said, share it out to everyone you know. Let's get it. Let's go. Road to 2K. Let's get into it. Love and peace for everyone.